Well, we have certainly earned this. Now we've got some nice days on the forecast.
We do. Finally, some nice weather. It didn't look so nice back in 1993.
A lot of snow.
A lot of snow. I was just telling you how much snow we actually got. And Perry County was actually the one county that got the most snow in Kentucky out of that snow. I know a lot of people remembered the blizzard of 93. We'll have more coming up on Mountain News at 6, but up to 30 inches of snow here in Perry County. This is a satellite image taken way back in 1993. And something interesting is you can see the thunderstorms that extend all the way from Florida and the Caribbean all the way northward into the United States. Here's down towards Cuba and Florida. And you can see this path of all the moisture streaming up and hitting the colder air. Kentucky is right around here. This is where we're at. And you can see it was snowing pretty heavily at the time that this satellite image was taken. Up to 30 inches of snow, wind gusts to 45 miles per hour, lots of power outages, stranded motorists on I-75, certainly not dealing with anything like that. And no winter weather on the 7-day forecast, so that's looking pretty nice. Although we do have a few clouds that are trying to move through. That's this area of gray. It's mainly high clouds and it's pushing through fairly quickly. We'll see lots of sunshine during the day today. That's what's really going to warm us up, with temperatures already starting to warm up in Paintsville. We're now up a degree, 44 degrees, 43 in Jackson, 40 over towards London, upper 30s. Those are the cool spots out towards Pulaski County and towards Wayne County. But lots of warm air down towards the south, and that's where our warm air is coming from, is from the south. We're not going to see these 30s make a comeback at least until the second half of the work week. But right now we're watching these 50s and 60s start to move our way for the day today. It looks like we'll make it up into the middle 60s by later on this afternoon, and not too much going on weather-wise all across the eastern United States. There's a little bit of some rainfall and some disturbances down towards the northern Gulf Coast. Could see a rumble to a thunder down there, but certainly not here in eastern Kentucky. So as we go throughout the day today, the 60s really start to move in. I think we can make it into the middle 60s on average for the high during the day today. Overnight tonight, around 40, 41 degrees. Could even see a little bit of patchy fog once again, like we're seeing right now in some locations this time tomorrow morning for the Monday morning commute. Look what happens to our temperatures in the afternoon. Lots of sunshine, southwesterly winds. I think our temperatures will be able to boost up maybe a few degrees higher than this. So we're going with a high temperature of around 74 degrees during the day on Monday. Tuesday, things get a little bit interesting, gets a little bit different. We have a cold front that starts to move on through. It's mainly a dry cold front, doesn't have a lot of moisture with it. It may spark off a shower or two, but for the most part, the biggest impact will be clouds and also temperatures. On Tuesday, near the Tennessee border, we can see temperatures near 70 degrees early on into the afternoon, but only around 60 in the northern half of the area, especially up towards the Mountain Parkway. You can actually see at this frame where the cold front actually is, and then it continues to push on down to the south as cooler air makes it back into the area. But we have some nice weather to enjoy in the meantime. Up to 74 degrees on Monday, looking pretty nice. I know it really sticks on out before we get down to the low 50s on Wednesday. Looks pretty chilly, but it's actually not too bad for this time of year. Our average high is around 57 degrees, so that's not too far below average. Our next chance of rain moves in by Thursday. That's when temperatures moderate a little bit closer to average into the middle 50s. And it's not too bad overall on the 7-day forecast. We're not looking at big chances of rain, although Thursday and Friday we could see up to a half an inch or so, but that's certainly nothing like we've seen the past couple of days, where we are measuring the rainfall in inches, and that's the last thing we need is extra rain right now. We're dealing with all the flooding, and Brittany, you covered mudslides over the past couple of days, so glad we get some days to dry out.
I know, we'll be looking forward to that sunshine.